Have you ever stopped to wonder, where do the images that fill your dreams come from? These images, these stories that play out in our minds as we sleep, are all products of our imagination. This ability to create images and scenarios in our mind is often overlooked, but it's an integral part of our everyday lives. Imagination. It's a word we've all heard, but do we truly understand its power and significance? It's more than just a playground for daydreams. It's the secret ingredient that fuels innovation, problem-solving, and even our personal happiness. Maxwell Maltz, a renowned author and cosmetic surgeon, once said, "Imagination is the first key to your success mechanism." Think about it. Every great invention, every groundbreaking idea, first took shape in the mind of its creator. The light bulb, the airplane, the smartphone, all these were once mere figments of imagination before they became tangible realities. But it's not just about grand inventions or world-changing ideas. Imagination plays a crucial role in our daily lives. It's how we empathize with others, how we navigate complex situations, how we plan for the future. It's the bridge that connects our present reality to the endless possibilities of tomorrow. Now let's turn the pages to another enlightening book, Being Happy, by Andrew Matthews. In it, Matthews suggests a direct link between our imagination and our happiness. He asserts that our thoughts and the images we create in our minds can significantly influence our mood and overall well-being. Perhaps you've felt it too. The joy that bubbles up when you imagine a loved one's smile, the peace that washes over you as you picture a serene beach at sunset, the excitement that stirs within when you envision achieving a long-cherished dream. That's the power of imagination at work. So, here's a thought. If imagination is such a potent force, one that can shape our reality and influence our happiness, isn't it worth exploring more? Isn't it worth learning how to harness and guide this power to create a better, happier, more fulfilling life? What if you could harness this power? What would you create? Imagination isn't just a whimsical flight of fancy, it has a solid scientific basis. So let's jump into the fascinating world of our minds and unravel the science behind imagination. Imagination is an intricate process that involves various regions of our brain. The prefrontal cortex, known as the CEO of the brain, plays a crucial role. It helps us envision future scenarios, make plans, and solve problems. But it doesn't work alone. The hippocampus, our memory center, supplies the raw materials, past experiences, and knowledge for the prefrontal cortex to work with. Together, they craft images, ideas, and scenarios that we haven't encountered in reality. But how exactly does this happen? Well, our neurons, the brain's communication cells, create intricate networks. When we imagine, these networks light up in patterns similar to when we actually experience events. Essentially, our brain is practicing or simulating experiences. This process, called neural simulation, is the basis of our ability to predict, plan, and dream. Now let's talk about the role of imagination in problem-solving and creative thinking. Think about it. When faced with a challenge, don't we often imagine different solutions before deciding on the best course of action? This is our mental simulation at work, allowing us to explore endless possibilities without the real-world consequences. Imagination is also the driving force behind human creativity. It's what allows artists to create masterpieces, scientists to make groundbreaking discoveries, and entrepreneurs to come up with innovative ideas. As Maxwell Maltz so aptly put it, imagination is the first key to your success mechanism. But the power of imagination extends beyond problem-solving and creativity. It's also an essential tool for empathy. By imagining ourselves in others' shoes, we can understand their feelings and perspectives, fostering compassion and understanding. So, our brain's ability to imagine is not just a playful diversion, but an essential tool for survival and progress. It's the magic wand that turns the impossible into possible, the ordinary into extraordinary. And the best part? We all possess this incredible tool. So let's unlock its potential and let our imagination run wild. Remember Andrew Matthews' words? Happiness is something you decide ahead of time. Let's dive into that a tad deeper, shall we? The correlation between imagination and happiness is a fascinating one. It's like a secret pathway, a hidden bridge that connects our internal world of thoughts to our external state of happiness. You see, imagination isn't just about dreaming up castles in the sky or mythical creatures, it's an integral part of our everyday lives. Consider this. Each time you anticipate a positive experience, you're using your imagination. You're painting a mental picture of a future event, and this, in turn, can boost your mood. Think of it as a sneak peek to a movie that's yet to be released, a movie that you are the director of. This process is what Matthews refers to in his book Being Happy. When we imagine positive scenarios, we set the stage for happiness. We're not just mere spectators to our happiness, we become active participants in its creation. By envisioning joyous moments, we're priming our brains to experience the happiness associated with those moments. It's akin to a self-fulfilling prophecy. But here's the catch. The reverse can also be true. If we envision negative scenarios, we can create a downward spiral of emotions. This is why it's so crucial to direct our imagination towards positive, uplifting thoughts. It's like steering a ship, and our thoughts are the rudder. They can either lead us to the calm, sunny shores of happiness, or to the stormy seas of distress. Now, this doesn't mean we should ignore life's problems or pretend they don't exist. It simply means we should strive to focus on the positive aspects, the silver linings, even in challenging situations. This positive focus stimulates our imagination, creating a feedback loop that amplifies our happiness. So, shaping your own happiness is at the tip of your thoughts, in the power of your imagination. Imagination doesn't just influence our reality, Neville Goddard suggests that it creates it. Indeed, the mind is a powerful tool, and the thoughts we feed it can shape our perspective and by extension our world. In his seminal work, Imagination Creates Reality, Goddard delves into the concept that our reality is a reflection of our imagination. Consider this. When we imagine scenarios in our heads, be they joyful celebrations or nerve-wracking confrontations, our bodies respond as though they were real. Our heart rates may increase, we may break into a sweat, or we may even feel butterflies in our stomachs. This physiological response is a testament to the power of our imagination. It can bring to life situations that are yet to occur, or may never occur at all. But Goddard takes this a step further. He posits that through the power of imagination, we can not only feel but also manifest our desired realities. This brings us to the concept of the law of attraction. It's a theory suggesting that positive or negative thoughts bring positive or negative experiences into a person's life. Imagine you're an author. Your life is the book, and your imagination, the pen. With every thought, every imagined scenario, you're writing the story of your life. If you constantly imagine success, happiness, and abundance, you're likely to attract those very things into your life. Conversely, if your imagination is riddled with fear, anxiety, and negativity, you're setting yourself up for a reality that mirrors these thoughts. It's important to note that this isn't about wishful thinking or daydreaming. It's about genuinely believing in the reality you're creating in your imagination. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your imagined reality. It's about consciously choosing to feed your imagination with thoughts that serve your growth and well-being. As Goddard puts it, change your conception of yourself and you will automatically change the world in which you live. So, what world are you choosing to create today? Now that you understand the science and power behind imagination, how can you harness it? It's a question that holds the potential to flip your world upside down, in the best way possible. Let's start with mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present, about grounding yourself in the here and now. It's about appreciating the moment, not just living it. But how does this relate to imagination? Well, mindfulness allows us to clear our minds, to tune out the noise of our everyday lives and create a blank canvas. This blank canvas is the perfect playground for your imagination. Next, we turn to visualization exercises. These are a powerful tool for harnessing your imagination. Picture your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. See them in vivid detail. Feel the emotions associated with achieving them. This isn't just daydreaming, it's purposeful imagining. It's creating a blueprint for your future in your mind. As Neville Goddard once said, imagination creates reality. By visualizing your dreams, you're taking the first step towards making them a reality. Finally, we come to the importance of positive thinking. This is a concept that's been championed by many, including Andrew Matthews in his book Being Happy. Now you might be wondering, what does positive thinking have to do with imagination? Well, think of your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of positivity, you'll grow a garden full of vibrant, beautiful flowers. On the other hand, if you plant seeds of negativity, you'll be left with a garden full of weeds. Your imagination is influenced by the type of seeds you plant. To harness the power of your imagination, you must first cultivate a positive mindset. This means replacing negative thoughts with positive ones and visualizing positive outcomes. It's about believing in the power of your imagination and in your ability to create your own reality. Remember, your mind is a powerful tool, and with imagination, you hold the key to your own success, happiness, and reality. Harnessing the power of imagination is not just about dreaming big, it's about making those dreams a reality. It's about realizing that you are the architect of your own life, and that with a little imagination, you can build anything you set your mind to. So get out there and start imagining.